Welbo. Welcome to The Wrestling Show. I'm your most fickle host, Lip Hazlewood, and this is our very cynical look back at the latest tapings of Representing the WWE and live from the N-Market Arena in Savannah, Georgia. It's Monday Night Raw. Air date, June the 26th. 2023. This episode is The Road to Money in the Bank. So, now before we get started into the show, just a quick shout out to the non-competitors. That's right. Now first, representing the authority figure, it's Adam Pearce. And next, getting all the pre-match interviews and all the backstage scoops, they're the team of Kathy Kelly and Byron Saxton. And in that very ring, we have the announcer letting everybody know who's about to fight and the results of such fights. It is our very own Samantha Irving. And last but certainly not least, it's the commentary crew, the play-by-play guys, I guess you can say the hosts, and I call them the narrators of the whole damn show. They're the team of the very reliable, dressed very snazzy, and the newly mustachioed Corey Graves. And along the mustachioed Corey Graves is whom Corey Graves refers to him as KP. But we know KP as the very enthusiastic Kevin Patrick. Now, without any further ado-s, let's get started with the show. But first, hit that theme music. And a one, and a two, and a 1, 2, 3. Lip really loves wrestling. He likes to talk about it too. If you like to watch wrestling like he do, come and join us on the wrestling show. On the wrestling show. On the wrestling show. Baby. All right. Well, we got a massive show for you tonight on All Wrestling Show, and it's we start with, of course, this is our Raw segment. So let's begin, and we start with something huge, of course, and that is we start with Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio. Now, Rhea Ripley, Dominic Mysterio, they got something big coming up at Money in the Bank. You know, Dominic Mysterio has his big match coming up with Cody Rhodes. That's right. So basically it's that. Now, I love this. Dominic Mysterio, he's basically out there with Rhea Ripley to start the show off. And to start the show off with a bang, apparently. Because, man, oh man, Dominic Mysterio, he's got so much heat. So much heat, it's crazy. He just opens up his mouth and everybody boos him out of the building. This is truly Latino heat in another way. You know, he just hate it a lot. So anyways, let's talk about his plans, about Money in the Bank and such plans. We got ourselves Cody Rhodes comes down to the ring. I did a poo today. You know, I was never potty trained when I was younger. My father's never there. Cody Rhodes. That's the song, word per word. So anyways, Cody Rhodes comes down to the ring and he starts talking his talk, you know, about with this and that. It doesn't really matter, you know. But Cody Rhodes, he starts quoting. He starts quoting Dr. Seuss, A Cat in a Hat. Now we all know Cody Rhodes has got a daughter, and you know, Dominic Mysterio is calling him just like his own father, Absentee Poppy. So I bet Cody Rhodes is reading his daughter a nursery rhyme at end of the night. And he says, hey, well, I wonder what this Dr. Seuss is all about. I'm going to read her talk about her. Who cares? So, yeah, he quotes Dr. Seuss. I'm not a big fan of Cody Rhodes. Now, here's the thing. Why am I not a big fan of Cody Rhodes? Now, Cody Rhodes, he's an accomplished wrestler. He knows how to wrestle. And he knows how to talk in a ring. Hi, I'm Cody Rhodes. And this is how I talk. Dominic Mysterio, I'm gonna get you. I'm not a big fan. Now, here's the thing, Ryan. Cody Rhodes, he's got a mental problem. When I say mental problem, it means he's a guy that needs to be loved. He needs to be loved. And I can't stand that. I say that because right now is perfect. Every situation Cody Rhodes has been in, it's been a situation where you have to cheer for Cody Rhodes. There's no booing. There's no throwing his belt back. It was his weight belt. And here's the thing also. Now, Cody Rhodes, he's had this thing with Brock Lesnar, trying to make his name off Brock Lesnar, remake his name as Brock Lesnar. And Brock Lesnar has been treating like a little... Well, Cody Rhodes has been treating Brock Lesnar like a punk-ass bitch. Let's face it, like a punk-ass bitch. And Brock Lesnar's been slapping down Cody Rhodes every single time. Just beating up Cody Rhodes. Now, here's the thing. I don't think this is supposed to go on. Cody Rhodes, Brock Lesnar is supposed to be more. I'm thinking because it just stopped. Cody Rhodes had another promo, one more promo, and no answer. Brock Lesnar's like, yeah, you're a bum. Enough with you riding my coattails. Yeah, I think so too. Cody Rhodes riding Brock Lesnar's coattails. He's become more popular. Oh, yeah. I would never put it past him. He started his own company to be the man. Never worked, So anyways, yeah, that's going to be a thing. Cody Rhodes versus Dominic Mysterio Money Bank. Now, next up, we got ourselves a big match. A big match. It's two of the greatest out there. Top tier competitors. They're in it at each other. Now, this feud is... this match is Shinsuke Nakamura and bullets flying. Wait for the Ricochet. That's right. I have a long intro for Ricochet because I appreciate Ricochet. He is a fantastic competitor. Now, they're having a fight here. This match was about 11 minutes in length. This was a good match. This was a barn burner. This was a knuckle duster. This was a great match. Now, watching this match outside was a big man himself, Bronson Reed. Now, the feud started with the Money in the Bank, qualifiers. This is where it all started. And then they've been fighting each other. Bronson Reed was fighting Shinsuke and Ricochet. Now it's Ricochet's fighting Shinsuke. Now, here we go. Halfway through the match, we got ourselves an incident where both Ricochet and Shinsuke are fighting outside the ropes on the ring still. But outside the ropes, they both go for the same move, the super kick to the face. They both hit the super kick to the face. Now, here's where it gets all interesting. They fight outside for a bit. Bronson Reed, he's out there too. He stands up because they're getting too close. So here's the sequence. Ricochet goes for a kick. He tries to kick Shinsuke. Shinsuke catches the foot, throws the foot to Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed now is like, what's going on? What's going on here? Then he gets... insecurity to the head by Ricochet. Really? What did Bronson Reed do to deserve that? By being an intimidating man, be a big meat mountain, get kicked in the head for nothing. Oh, jeez, that's unfortunate. And then, not be outdone, Shinsuke Nakamura adds on and kicks Bronson Reed in the face. Just knock him down. Bronson Reed's like, what's going on? Oh, it's not right. I'm telling you right now. He didn't really say all of that, but it's not right. So he climbs on the ropes there. He tries to get in the ring there. He's all upset. Ricochet then drop kicks him in the face. And then Shinsuke drop kicks him in the face. Now Bronson Reed's like, oh, boy, Willikers, boy, crikey. He didn't say any of that, but he was all upset. Gets up in the ring there, gets all, oh, righty then. Here's a fight you want, a fight you're gonna, what's it? That's right. The referee sees him coming up the ring. He's like, I know you're not responsible for any of these actions here, but get out of my ring. The referee kicks him out. Hey, how about that? Kicks out Bronson Reed for being attacked and trying to defend his honor. So, yeah, but anyways, it's a good thing Bronson was kicked out of the match because we got two top-tier competitors in there fighting it out, showing that this is one of the great matches. This was a barn burner, a slobber knocker. This was a knuckle duster of a match. Now, the end sequences was this. There was a lot of back and forth, a really competitive match. Shinsuke setting up for the, what he thought was setting up for the Kinshasa. But he goes for it, doesn't get it. Ricochet turns things around with a massive recoil. That's right. The code breaker, the recoil, right in the face of Shinsuke. But, this usually sets up for another move. But, Ricochet went for the pin attempt, didn't happen. Later on, they scuffle a little bit more. Shinsuke feels he had Ricochet set up for another, the Kinshasa. But, however, Ricochet was too quick and not, ready to take the Kinshasa yet. He gets up, he runs up Shinsuke's face and does a flip off of Shinsuke. After that, he does another flip. He grabs Shinsuke and then gives him the sliced bread. He gives him sliced bread, a standing sliced bread, which is damn impressive. Damn impressive itself. That means, that's a lot of very athletic maneuver there. I'm sure Shinsuke did no helping him up there. So, ends up after the sliced bread, Ricochet goes to the top rope and with a massive shooting star press. Like he's planking out when he does a shooting star press. It'll look beautiful. Look very beautiful. But I gotta say, the only one shooting star press that I've seen that was better, the best shooting star press in the world, belongs to a man named Andrew Everett. Mr. Cameron Grimes might know all about that guy. It's true! So yeah, this match was about 11 minutes long, and it was a beautiful match. Up next, because now earlier on in the day, Matt Riddle, he challenges your Intercontinental Champion Gunther to a match. No, it's just Byron Saxton. He just wants to make sure that his ears be working right. Do I hear you rightly? You want to challenge Gunther to a match? And yes, he does. He wants to fight Gunther. So, ask and you shall receive. We have Giovanni. We have Ludwig Kaiser, and Gunther come and attack. Matt Riddle back in the interview area. Byron Saxton couldn't swarm him at all. He gets tacked, and why? Gunther wants to put an end to him by stomping his leg a little bit more. Stomps his leg. Is it over for Matt Riddle? Why, Matt's seen a lot more. Had been curb stomped on everything, and he's still back. He's still back. That was a long time ago, though. Remember Seth Rollins and Matt Riddle had a thing? They had a thing a little while ago. But regardless, we move on with, we got Dominic Mysterio with Mammy, Rhea Ripley. They got some grievances with the man. They want to talk to Adam Pearce. They felt embarrassed, shamed by Cody Rhodes. So they want Dominic Mysterio. He's got a Money in the Bank match coming on Saturday. So he wants to put a showcase on to see that, you know what? This is what you're done deal with there. Cody Rhodes. So he wants to make a statement match. And why? Adam Pearce is too obligated to too welcome to obligate. He's ready to obligate. He's just what he wants it to happen to. But here's the thing, Dominic Mysterio, it's a opponent of his choosing, and Adam Pearce like, so who do you plan on fighting? I'll tell you that later. Not knowing that Adam Pearce, he's got to tell the person, and then regardless, we all know what's going on here. It's all done. Regardless. So, Dominic Mysterio, he's going to have a match coming up soon against a mystery opponent to show Cody Rhodes what he's going to get himself into in Money in the Bank. So, how's that going to transpire? Who knows? We'll find out soon. So, right now, we go to our next match. It is, now these two teams, it's a women's division. Now, it is a drop-off point. This was not a very good match. Now, these two women represent teams who are going to be going at it Money in the Bank for the tag team champions. Now, one side is representing the unified tag team champions. It's Rhonda Rousey, and alongside of Rhonda, it is Shayna Baszler. I call them part-time wrestlers, but they're showing up now. A couple of weeks in a row, they've been there. But I'm pretty sure they're going to be part-time, very good. Okay, enough with the complaining. Let's hop in with them. Now, who are they fighting? It is Raquel Rodriguez, and alongside Raquel is her tag team partner. That's right, not Shotzi. It is Liv Morgan. Back at it again. Liv's looking absolutely incredible. It's true. Now, this match was a lot of back and forth. Within 4 minutes and 20 seconds, a lot of back and forth. Rhonda Rousey tries to get Raquel in her incredible move. Is the ankle lock. Raquel gets out of the ankle lock. she fights back more. Not back more. She gets her in the fall-away slam, and she goes for the twisting senton off the second rope there, the springboard, the Vader senton. But here's the thing: Shayna Baszler, she grabs one of Ronda Rousey's arms, and then she like flips around like a pig roast. It's hilarious. It's like yeah, it was such easy. Whoop whoop, let's flip you over. No pulling, no nothing. It's like, it almost seems like Ronda Rousey rolled out of the way herself, holding the hand of Shayna Baszler. Anyways, we move on. After that big move, Raquel missed that big old senton. She lands on her face. Outside the ring, we got Liv Morgan. She goes and attacks Shayna Baszler. Now, here's the thing. I've seen this attack before. This is done by your Diamond Mine member, Brutus Creed. He invented this move. It's called the Brutus Ball, which is a cannonball. But onto your opponent. So yeah, that's right. Liv Morgan, she runs up, she jumps off the steel steps, and then cannonballs. Shayna Baszler outside the ring. Now this week I thought like, oh, yeah, I guess this is where things are gonna turn around. Raquel's gonna wrap things up and win the match. But however, wrap things up. The match did, but not in Raquel's favor. Raquel tries to wrap it up. I think she's trying to go for a Takana bomb on, Rhonda Rousey. But Rhonda, she goes for an armbar. She armbar where she spins someone down. It could have easily been an armbar, but she goes down. She rolls down the armbar. She goes for an armbar, but the referee he starts counting 1, 2. It's like we're doing that, I guess. Whatever. So then that armbar roll takedown attempt turns out to be a roll-up. A roll-up! That's right. No schoolgirl, no Connor roll, no victory roll. But it's a roll-up on its own. A fruit roll-up it is. It's true! So now we move on. Well, yeah, that was a match that didn't have to happen. So moving on, we go into the ring. Seth Rollins. The man, the big man who everybody loves, the face of Raw, your heavyweight champion. Now, I'm really not sure what this heavyweight champion even means. What does this belt even means? Because I don't know. But regardless, because he didn't have to beat anybody for it. Like he didn't have to beat the champion for it. Roman Reigns. That would have been better if Roman Reigns dropped that belt somehow. But regardless of what I think. Seth Rollins, he's in the ring there. He's got this big thing. He's talked about what? Guess who's there? Guess who's visiting ringside? Who's invited to Raw that day? Why, it's Carmelo Hayze, the NXT champion himself, invited down to Raw by Seth Rollins. Now, Carmelo Hayze has got a championship match on NXT the very next day against Baron Corbin, and he wishes Carmelo Hayze good luck in his match against that bum-ass Corbin. It's true. He called him bum-ass Corbin. So yeah, he's going to be busy. Anyways, with that, he calls out a Finn Balor. Because he's talking about Money in the Bank. Which Finn Balor is going to show up to Money in the Bank? Is it going to be, I don't know, Finn Balor from 7 years ago? Or the bitch. The bitch. Call him the bitch. Apparently, it's the bitch, because Finn Balor decides that maybe he can attack Seth Rollins from behind. But Seth Rollins sees it happening, and he thwarts the attempt. They fight on more. They fight outside there. Seth Rollins ends up taking a header into the ring post. And then Finn Balor turns things around. He starts stomping a mud hole in Seth Rollins, and he goes to finish it off by grabbing a chair from the timekeeper's area. When he walks back, it's Carmelo Hayze gets up. He's like, no. He grabs a chair and whips it out of the hand of Finn Balor. Finn's like all shocked. He's like, whoa, what's going on? That's not going to happen, me book. Finn are going to get you too. So Finn Balor's all shocked. And by the time he turns around, Seth Rollins got up on his feet. And then he clotheslines him right into the, timekeeper's area. Now, you might think the timekeeper's area is probably probably the most safest area on ringside, but it really isn't. It's the most dangerous area in ringside. Because, when Carmelo Hayze, or when Seth Rollins clotheslines Finn Balor over the top, he almost smashes Samantha Irving in the face. Now she always gets hit almost a lot. There's people going through the barricades, barricades smashing towards Samantha Irving. Dangerous area indeed. But anyways, after the clothesline, Finn Balor, he gets up and then does what he does best. He runs away like a thief in the night. That's right. So wait for Money in the Bank for the big match. So with that said, we go backstage with Tomaso. Now he's Tomaso Ciampa. And Byron Saxton. Byron wants to know, why? Why did you turn on The Miz? Why did you turn on The Miz? I figured, clearly The Miz wasn't a good tag team partner. Wasn't a good friend. Tomaso Ciampa's injured and he didn't get one call. Didn't get any flowers sent. Ignored. He ignored me. My feelings. So yeah, last week was the open challenge. The Miz open challenge, and Tomaso Ciampa came in there not as friends but as enemies. So yeah, Tomaso was trying to, I guess, part ways with The Miz. Now will this work every time? Well, it's good that they had a break before they made the park. I mean, they had a break before the continued storyline for the part. Because a lot of time, every time they go have a story, Miz has a storyline with somebody and they part in the storyline with no break, it is over for the other team, other person. It is done. They're done. They're not even in the WWE anymore. Every single one. Not there. Gone. There's a few people. Alex Riley. John Morrison. The Spirit Squad. Gone. So can Tomaso Ciampa turn things around, be the first Miz protege to go on in the WWE in general, successfully, or in general? So yeah, he's tired of wearing the lime green shirts and the Pokemon card. Trying to be Tommaso Jean Paul or Tommaso Paul. Okay, I don't think that joke worked, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, he's getting ready for his big match. Apparently, Tomaso Ciampa's got a big match against The Miz coming up, and Tomaso Ciampa, he marches down the ring there. No one gets out alive. Do 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 do. He's something like that. He walks out the ring there. The Miz attacks him from behind. Attacko! Attacko! He says in his loud voice. I got these balls, and they're gonna be teabagging on your face. He didn't say that. So yeah, Tomaso Ciampa gets beaten up outside the ring, and then with the skull-crushing finale that ends that thing. No match. So that's going to be something for later on, perhaps. To be continued, I would imagine. I can imagine Tomaso Ciampa and The Miz, they're going to be feuding for another couple of months. So moving on. We go backstage, and it's with the Kaiser and Gunther. Talking about what their plans on with Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle being the thorn in Gunther's side, wanting to challenge him for a championship match. What do you got a lot to talk about? And then we got ourselves Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Now this is the greatness, the minds of Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Oh, so good. This whole thing, this confrontation was just incredible. The sparks were flying. Chemistry is great. Kevin Owens, he talks about it's Ludwig Kaiser saying that, how dare you interfere with us? We are talking here. Do not do that. And Kevin was like, yeah, so you know how it feels. When we're talking, you cut in like that. Do you know how it feels? Anyways, they start talking. Sami Zayn wants to stick up for Matt Riddle. Kevin Owens, surprisingly, he's like, why are we angry for? What are we here doing here? Who are we sticking up for? Who is Matt Riddle? Really? Matt Riddle? Okay, yeah. So he's like, Kevin Owens, he let the world know that, his personal feelings for Matt Riddle, he doesn't care for Matt Riddle. He does help him out every now and then. Matt Riddle helps him out for some reason, but, he's appreciative of that, but he just doesn't care. They have nothing in common, so he doesn't really care. So regardless of that, comes down to this. It's Sami Zayn putting up for Matt Riddle, and it's Giovanni Beans. It's Ludwig Kaiser saying, you want to open your mouth like that, you got to watch what you say. Otherwise, Gunther will take care of you, will teach you a lesson that you will never forget, like Kevin Owens did. the other week where he beat him mercilessly. Teach him a lesson. And Kevin Owens like, I never learned a lesson. I didn't learn anything. Kevin Owens, so great. So it comes down to this. The challenge in acceptance. Gunther versus Sami Zayn. Now this one here, Gunther, Sami Zayn, this should be a main event match. Period. We got ourselves a Intercontinental Champion versus one half of the Unified Tag Team Champions. That is a gold medal match. These two wrestlers here, top of their game, should have been the main event match. But guess who got the main event match? That's right. Goldilocks himself. Gold Dust himself. Cody Rhodes managed to get it. And how did Cody Rhodes deserve a main event match? I don't know. Because he demands it? I don't know. But Cody Rhodes, really? Really? Hi, what are you saying? I'm Cody Rhodes, and I deserve main event stature. So speaking of such, we got ourselves Cody Rhodes' opponent for Money in the Bank. It's Dominic Mysterio with a match that he asked for from Adam Pearce. Now, who did Dominic Mysterio decide he wanted to fight? Why? I thought Dominic Mysterio would have asked for a certain, Javier Barnell. Big body Javi. Would have been a nice jobber from the situation. Would have been a good match. Big body Javi is a top quality wrestler. And he has wrestled in the main event, a big thing. He was in a tag team match. It was lame. Regardless, in this match, instead of Javier Barnell, it is, Akira Tozawa in the match. Mm-hmm. And this match, I don't know, didn't prove anything. This was about under 2 minutes. Dominic Mysterio attacked first. And then after that, there was like a full minute and a half of Akira Tozawa beating the living hell out of Dominic Mysterio. Now we got a moment here where Akira Tozawa, he does the Shining Wizard, he goes on top rope, and then it does move. Now this move was just done by Liv Morgan. Now this move is initially put together by Brutus Creed, like I've been saying before. Tozawa with the Brutus Ball. 2 times in one night, listener. I mean, 2 times in one night. How about that? Now this time it's Tozawa doing the move, so that's not all. Tozawa gets Dominic Mysterio outside the ring. This is the end sequence here, legitimately. Dominic Mysterio is getting his ass handed to him. Left, right, and center by Tozawa. Culminating with a massive tope suicida between the second and third rope. Crushing Dominic Mysterio. He throws Dominic Mysterio in the ring there. And as Tozawa climbs into the ring, getting ready to do whatever he's going to do, Rhea Ripley walks up to Tozawa. Tozawa turns around like, oh, I want no part of. Because, of course, a little while ago, months ago, there was a match, Tozawa versus Rhea Ripley. It was a terrible match. Tozawa dead weighting Rhea Ripley. Almost causing an injury. So sad. But anyways, it's this little face-to-face cost Tozawa literally 2 or 3 seconds off of his time. No big deal. But this is the match. I don't know. The match, it ends like this. Tozawa climbs on the top rope to do some sort of his Santon, I suppose. I guess he figured he'd beaten up Dominic enough to finish him off with Santon. He climbs up top. Dominic Mysterio he meets him out there. Not meets him out the top. He just pulls Tozawa off the top rope. Tozawa does a front bump off the top, and that was it. A mere front bump off the top rope, done by a million people. Tozawa's Santon off top rope does more damage to himself than that damn front bump off the top rope when he does it to somebody else. So lame. But regardless, I guess Tozawa knocks the wind out of himself. He's knocked out and cold. Dominic Mysterio doesn't do anything. No kick, no nothing. He climbs out top rope, does a shimmy shake, and then 5-star frog splash right on top of Tozawa, finishing the match. And what does this shoot? What does this prove? What does this showcase? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Now, it would be good if, Dominic should have cheated somehow. Used some sort of cheat technique to win, to secure his victory. Like, yeah, you see, I could easily cheat and beat you. But no, it didn't. It just didn't showcase anything why this match happened. I don't know. It's just a filler match. A short match that's a filler. like under 2 minutes. Really? Did they need it? Not really. And they didn't need this either. A lot of this show was a lot of filler. The matches were great. A lot of the matches were great, but there's a lot of filler. Like this one here, they call it the Women's Money in the Bank Summit. All the women are there, hosted by Corey Graves, of course. He was just there. He didn't really do much talking because everybody else is there. We got ourselves Bayley, Io Sky, Trish Stratus, the great one, Zoe Stark, Zelina Vega, and Becky Lynch. It's hilarious. And now, it comes down to Zelina Vega. She's not wearing her heels. She can tell. The angles they're trying to use are going up, they're down, upward angle. So they're trying to make Zelina look taller as she actually is. But she's a pipsqueak. She is an absolute pipsqueak, and that's what Bayley. She said you're a pipsqueak. It's a joke that you think you're going to win this, but it's wrestling. You can be 4 feet nothing like Zelina Vega and still win because it's not real. It's like a movie, a fantastic movie, a voyage of athleticism and it's other stuff. Okay, so anyway, they talk about stuff. And it comes down to this, Trish Stratus. Now, even though Trish Stratus is brought up, that Zelina Vega said, you've never been, even though you're a GOAT, you're the greatest of all time, you've never been in the Money in the Bank, therefore you can never win. But here's the thing, Trish Stratus is like, listen, I'm a winner. I win. Okay? I may never have been in Money in the Bank, but I win. That's that. So it's great. Now, it's like Trish starts talking to Becky Lynch. So I'm saying this, listen, you whatever you call yourself, man, the woman, whatever. Now, after it's all said and done, are you man enough to thank me? Of course, Becky Lynch would never thank Trish Stratus. You know, she's way too selfish of a woman. So she attacks Trish Stratus. That's right, attacks Trish Stratus. Zero respect, and then they all fight. A big fight. You know, it gets hilarious because Zelina Vega, she's carrying this a foam rubber flip flop, and she goes and attacks Io Sky with a foam rubber flip flop. Io selling it, of course, but regardless, all the wrestlers except for one get dumped outside. You know, Io Sky with a big old moonsault off the ropes, springboard, and then inside the ring is Becky Lynch. And she goes up the ladder and grabs the thing, the Money in the Bank briefcase. Yep, symbolism is everything. Symbolism is everything. But we all know, will Becky Lynch actually win this? I don't know. You know, there's always a possibility. You know, but I think something's got to happen with Trish Stratus. But I don't. Okay, maybe Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus don't win it. I think Becky and Trish have unfinished business to conclude. Oh, regardless, we go backstage and it's with the very own Kathy Kelly with Carmelo Hayze. Now he's talking about his first Raw. You know, Carmelo Hayze's first Raw, being invited with by Seth Rollins, and his mad respect for Seth Rollins and his goals and his accomplishments, and he just wants to be like Seth Rollins. He admires him that much. But it comes down to this. There's going to be a match tonight. That's right. This too could have been a main event match, but is not. You know. Now it's Carmelo Hayze versus Finn Balor. Now it's going to be huge because now Carmelo Hayze is a huge workhorse. Because today he's fighting. It's not a competition, not a title match, but he's got a match against Finn Balor, and then tomorrow he's got a match against bum-ass Baron Corbin. Now, we all know Baron Corbin's going to lose. I'm saying that right now. But you know what? It's going to be a good match, I think. Baron Corbin, he has the ability to put a good match together. NXT, he's put on together a couple of good matches. Barn burners. So, yeah, he's talking about the match coming up, and he's looking forward to taking out Mr. Finn Balor for good for Seth Rollins. He wants to do Seth Rollins a solid by taking out Finn Balor. How's that going to happen? We'll find out soon enough. But as for now, we go backstage. It's with a little face-to-face. Your current Raw champion. Rhea Ripley bumps into the man, Becky Lynch. I call her the mom, usually. Anyways, she's now the whole thing. Becky Lynch, she's got this weird thing she's going on. She's got this long sleeve bra. She has this craziest thing, a long sleeve zip up bra. I've never seen anything like it. Quite astonishing. But regardless, they start talking. They start talking trash. Rhea Ripley saying, "You know what? You better pray you don't win that Money in the Bank. And if you do, you better not challenge me. Otherwise, it's over. It's over for you, Becky Lynch." And Becky's like, "Yeah, well, you know what? When I was a champion, I was a fighting champion." That's a burn on its own. Because, yeah, you know what? It's very true. To most part. Because Rhea Ripley, it's like a blue moon for every time Rhea Ripley will challenge to have a title fight. It's so few and far between. I think that there's a very few. Roman Reigns is like one of the only wrestlers who have fewer championship matches than Rhea Ripley. It's true. I say Rhea Ripley and Gunther, both. Maybe they, right now, Gunther and Rhea Ripley defend their titles maybe once a month. Maybe once a month. It's kind of sad in a way. And that's at least once a month. And that's pushing at least once a month. So that's how few between they fight. Hey, regardless of me bitching and moaning, let's move on to the ring, to a big match. Is going to be Imperium's Gunther versus Sami Zayn. Now this match was pretty damn good. Gunther, Sami Zayn, are you kidding me? Gunther is great at selling. He's great at working. He's one of the greatest workers out there. Gunther is one of the greatest wrestlers because he can crush somebody, and he can actually make it look like somebody could win against Gunther. You know, he's a great worker. So this match was going to be a barn burner. This match was going to be great. But early on, we got now on the sides of each wrestler. Gunther had Ludwig Kaiser, and Sami Zayn had Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens, of course, joins commentary because, you know what, if you got the mic skills as a Kevin Owens, they're going to throw you on commentary. So he does that. But in the match, we got ourselves a Ludwig Giovanni Vinci. He comes to the ring there all hobbling with two crutches. Oh, I made it. I'm here. So, yeah, good for Giovanni for being there with his team. So in the match, it was hard-hitting. Sami Zayn felt the full fury of the Gunther slap, the Gunther chop across the chest, the same chop that made Sheamus bleed through his pores out of his chest. Squirting blood out of the chest hair pores. It's insane. So yeah, the match goes on. Sami Zayn turns things around. He gets a nice power bomb, a sunset flip bomb onto Gunther off the top rope. Now we got to a moment where Sami Zayn tries to go for a nice Blue Thunder bomb. He gets taken down with a sleeper, a rear naked choke. Just wear down hold. To anybody else, it's a wear down hold, but to Gunther, this looks like he can tear off. Looks like Gunther was going to tear off Sami Zayn's head. It was pretty vicious. But Sami Zayn works out to his feet and then finally accomplishes the Blue Thunder Bomb, taking down Gunther with a Blue Thunder Bomb. Pretty impressive. Now, here's the thing. After that, Sami Zayn tries to turn things around. Ludwig Kaiser jumps on the ring apron, to distract the referee. That's when Kevin Owens comes in there and starts taking out some Ludwig Kaiser. But then while he's distracted with Ludwig Kaiser, it's Gunther comes in there and wipes out Kevin Owens with a big old kick to the face. And he knocks out Kevin Owens for good for the rest of the match. He's nowhere to be good. He's nowhere to be seen. He's sleeping, taking a nap, baby. So now, this is where Sami Zayn shines. He comes up there and with the tope suicida over the top rope, squashing Gunther. Outside ring, throwing Gunther into the ring there and doing a hell of a number. Just working on Gunther. And then we got to an end segment here. Is Gunther getting, it's suplexed, into the corner. And after that, it's the time for one hell of a kick. That's right. So he's going for it. He gets exploded and the exploder suplex into the corner to one hell of a kick, the haluva kick. But however, it is Ludwig Kaiser. He tries to slide in the ring there. The referee gives Ludwig Kaiser his fullest of attention, 100% attention there. Oh, what are you doing there? Get out of the ring. And then Giovanni Vinci, he goes up on the other side of the ring there. And then Sami Zayn turns around, what are you doing? And this Giovanni Vinci gets one of his crutches, and then whacko nails Sami Zayn in the stomach. Goes down there. And then when everybody turns around, referee turns around, Gunther turns around, Sami Zayn turns around, all at the same time. Gunther puts up Sami Zayn into the one of the greatest power bombs in wrestling. Slams him down into the mat. 1, 2, 3. It's over. It'll be over in 13 minutes. This match was a barn burner. This was a knuckle duster. This was a great match. Not much of the night, though, however, but it was a great match. So with the textbook matchbook cover, it is Gunther with the victory over Sami Zayn. So yeah, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens going into Money in the Bank with a loss under their belt. Will that be proved anything in this in a Money in the Bank match? We'll find out. But as of after the match, we got ourselves Kevin Owens slides in the ring there. He gets his bearings back. He tries to help out Sami Zayn, but it's a 2-on-1. He gets beaten up by Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser. But however, it is Matthew Riddle running for the help. He runs in there. He knocks down Giovanni Vinci. He goes in the ring there, and he just takes care of business. Helps out the team. So yeah. But yeah, actually, SmackDown coming on SmackDown, not in the Money in the Bank. SmackDown would be a tag team championship match, and it's Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn versus 2 tasty snacks. That's right, Pretty Deadly, Elton Prince and Kit Wilson. So now we go backstage, a little vignette thing. It is the Alpha Academy. It is Maxine Dupree working out, Otis getting some cardio, and it's Chad Gabler blowing on his whistle. Already, I guess it's going to be it's going to be the 6-person intergender tag match. Alpha Academy versus the Viking Raiders. And how things are going, I'm assuming Viking Raiders going to lose again, as they usually do. Although I do think Ivar, he's a huge talent. If Ivar were to break off and do something on his own, I think there's no limit what Ivar can possibly do. He's a very talented guy, but he sees me tethered to Eric. Anyways, regarding next up, we got a Kathy Kelly talk to Natalya Bret Hart. Natalya's like, me. She's like, who is? I'm fighting with my own brain. My brain. So yeah. So Natalya, I think Natalya, she wants one more match with Rhea Ripley. When it's going to happen, who knows? Will it happen? Probably. Will Rhea Ripley destroy Natalya again? Yes, I think so. I think it has to happen, though. Rhea Ripley, she barely fights. It's really depressing to see that. Is it because the absence makes you heart profounder? Is it Rhea Ripley? They don't think Rhea Ripley is actually a good fighter, and the less she fights, the better. Because it's the more if you fight and you can't wrestle, and it's like, oh, that's why she barely fights, because she's not a good fighter. But Rhea Ripley is a great wrestler. Regardless, moving up to our secondary match. It is a huge match. It's Finn Balor versus Carmelo Hayze. Carmelo Hayze, NXT World Champion. Now this match was 9 minutes, Len. This was probably match of the night. It was very good. A lot of back and forth. Carmelo Hayze, Finn Balor. Now, Carmelo Hayze. There's like, when you take bumps, Carmelo Hayze is great at taking bumps. Wesley's probably the best. But the clothesline. I say the hardest clothesline bump to take is the backflip clothesline. It is craziness. He gets clothesline and the straight up backflip. The planking a backflip to his face. Whew, that is impressive. But anyways, match carries on. The high flying moves in this, the skill level in this match was incredible. The springboard moves were just incredible. Carmelo Hayze with a springboard DDT, beautiful landing. But it comes down to this. Eventually, Carmelo Hayze gets hit with a massive missile dropkick to the corner. And Finn Balor off the top rope with a coup de grace. I couldn't believe it. It was a clean victory. Finn Balor cleanly beats Carmelo Hayze in the middle of that ring. That's right. And that match was about 13 minutes. It was a barn burner. Actually, it was 9 minutes, actually. It was a barn burner. It was a good match. But next up, we go backstage, and it's with Kathy Kelly with Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. And he's got a match against Damien Priest. The main event match. Damien Priest, Cody Rhodes. How did that happen? But, of course, I already talked about that. Cody Rhodes is Cody Rhodes. He's a golden child, apparently. He loves to be loved, Cody Rhodes. Not a big fan. But it's like, it's basically a build-up for Money Bank. What's going to happen to Cody Rhodes, or what's Cody Rhodes going to do to Damien Priest and Dominic Mysterio at Money in Bank, pretty much. So after that, we got ourselves a huge time-killing segment. And it was about the Bloodline storyline on SmackDown. What's going to happen on SmackDown? Well, we'll find out on SmackDown. This is Raw, sucker. So we got our main event match. It is Cody Rhodes versus Judgment Days Damien Priest. Now, it was a good match. It was a very good match. Almost match of the night. There was a lot of back and forth. Like I say, 13 minutes. This was a knuckle duster. This was a great match. Just not a fan of Cody Rhodes as a person. As a wrestler, he's a great wrestler. Skilled as hell. Damien Priest, very skilled as well. This was a lot of back and forth. Now, we have a point here where they fight outside. Cody Rhodes, he gets distracted by Dominic Mysterio, who's out there with Rhea Ripley, backing up some Damien Priest. They get to the ring later on, but they're there. And it's, of course, Dominic Mysterio pulling the Macho Man Savage and Elizabeth thing where he hides behind the skirts of his woman. And it is, of course, the same deal. Cody Rhodes won't have any of it. He climbs back to the ring there. They fight on. Cody Rhodes actually gets the pedigree of Damien Priest. And you know what they say? All pets agree with pedigree. They actually don't. But I'm just saying. So now the end of the sequence of match. You would think the end sequence of match is this. Cody Rhodes, he sets up Damien Priest for maybe either A, the disaster kick, or B, the Cody cutter. But while he's going for the ropes, before he goes to the ropes, it's, Rhea Ripley. She jumps on the apron there, calls over the referee. Oi, referee, over here. Referee, over here. Referee says, what do you want? What are you doing over here, Rhea Ripley? Whoa, 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 whoa. And then Cody Rhodes like, now it's time. And he hits the ropes. He goes to hit the ropes. He jumps on the ropes for his springboard move. Dominic Mysterio grabs his feet, and Cody Rhodes drops on the ground on his back. Damien Priest then kicks him up, picks him sky high with the South of Heaven choke slam. And you think it's over? No. Cody Rhodes muscles it out. But after that, it gets weird because it gets, Damien Priest tries to put a stamp on a match. He picks up Cody Rhodes for the Razor's Edge. And while he does that, Dominic Mysterio jumps on the ring apron for some strange reason. He jumps on the ring apron. Whoop, I'm supposed to be up here for some reason. He's up there. Referee's like, what are you doing up here? Damien Priest, he's picking up Cody Rhodes as the Razor's Edge. Cody Rhodes slides off the back and then pushes. I guess he avoids. He ends up having Damien Priest run into Dominic Mysterio. And Damien Priest's like, oh my, wobbly, wobbly, wobbly. Cody Rhodes then does his move, springboard, the Cody cutter. And then it's the Crossroads. It's over for Damien Priest. But after the match is over, while Cody's celebrating, it is a cheap shot by Dominic Mysterio in the back. Bammo! So it's going to be Money in the Bank. You know, it's going to be a big thing this Saturday. But as for that, this does wrap it up for another episode of Raw for this week. But stay tuned for another episode will be coming up, and stay tuned for watch out for our episode of the NXT, which will be coming up in another day. So thank you for sticking around, and I'll see you on another video.